Hey, good morning, everybody. All right, my name is Megan Goff, and I'm super excited to be able to talk to you today about customer care. So we are going to dive in to just chatting about all things how to care for our customers. And this is actually hilarious to me that I get this topic because I feel like this is one area where I one have really had to grow in, and two, I don't always feel like I'm the best at it. Just being completely honest. But hopefully that's encouraging to you guys because I think this is the key to remember is that no matter where you're at, whether you're brand new and you're just learning this skill or you're, you know, almost 8 years in like me and are still working on getting better at it. The cool thing is you can take where you're at and get better at growing it, make little pivots. Sometimes it's just one little idea, maybe that you'll glean from my little chit chat about customer care that you'll be like, oh, I hadn't even thought of doing that. That would be really fun to implement. So I have a couple notes so I don't forget anything, but wanted to just say, oftentimes when we're working on helping people get started, like that is our focus. That is our main goal. Is like help people get started, get them, get them feeling better, help them start their business, whatever reason they're coming to you for, that's a big, big, big focus. But we also have to remember that recruiting is step one of like a lot of steps, right? And so we cannot forget to have some sort of little checklist for customer care, okay? Caring for our people and helping them feel just well cared for. And honestly, this is one of my biggest tips is you don't have to worry so much about like saying the perfect thing or not saying the right thing. When you are approaching people with a heart of love and a desire to serve them, that's going to come through in your messages or in your check-ins with them. And so just remember that is, you can't, I'm not going to give you like the perfect verbiage or the perfect messages to send people. The key is that you're checking in with your people and showing care, compassion, and just a desire to help them realize whatever their goals are, right? Because we're here to serve and to meet needs for people. And I'll just share really quickly. This is something to keep in mind because I hear Emily Gibson say this all the time. We are hardwired to avoid discomfort, seek pleasure, and conserve energy. And so we have to battle against some of those, especially if you lean a little bit that way, maybe more than you want to, or you're recognizing in yourself that, ooh, maybe I don't go the second mile for people. So I just want to challenge us all to go the second mile, to expend energy for people, because that's why we're here. We're here to serve others, right? And so anyways, I want to share a couple things, and there's nothing new under the sun, right? And so this is a couple of keys that Jessica Heffley actually shared with me years ago about retention, keys to retention. And that simply just means, once we help people get started, we want to help them continue, right? We want to help them continue so that they see their health goals realized, for one. So if they're coming here for a business, so they see their business grow, right? And so helping people stay on their products is going to be crucial, right? For continued orders, for their continued consistency, for their continued growth, and seeing their results that they want. So number one thing is set expectations. This is kind of goes without saying, but I think it's important to talk about because when I first was helping people get started, I didn't always communicate thoroughly with people. Like, this is not just like a 1 month thing where you're ordering a welcome pack and then, seeing what you think after 30 days. I am setting the expectation that this is a minimum 90-day program. And so they're going to keep their subscription on, they're going to get their perk credits, they're going to get that fun free product, right? And so vision casting and setting that expectation is really key, especially at the beginning before they ever get started, okay? The next thing for retaining people is plugging them into the community. So plug them into your team page, send them the link to the page, send them also click the invite button so they also see the little notification pop up on their Facebook. Maybe you have like a customer testimonial page, or maybe they're in like a sample group to start with or whatever, but all of those things are good because they're experiencing the community that we have, right? That our teams have set up for culture and community and fun, and people desire that. Like right now, more than ever, I think people want to be part of something that's positive, part of something that is adding value to other people's lives, okay? The third thing is to help troubleshoot. So this is like obviously the crux of customer care, right? Helping them have good results on the products. And if they're not seeing the results they want, then help troubleshoot, ask questions, be specific in the questions that you're asking, not just, hey, how's your water intake? But like asking them, hey, are you getting half your body weight in ounces up to 100 ounces per day? Having little sprinkle messages that go out to your customers so that you are being specific and asking pointed questions. I will even offer little suggestions like, hey, and just pipe in without them necessarily even asking me, but me piping in, hey, I had a quick idea. One thing that really helps me is I put my ProBio and my BioCleanse by my bedside or in my little drawer in my bathroom so I don't forget to take those two supplements at nighttime. That has really helped me stay consistent, right? So I'm giving them ideas and I'm hopefully helping them stay consistent, right? And I'm adding value by sharing a little tip, right? So help them have a good experience, okay? That is our overarching goal. And then the last thing is, if they want, help them make money, okay? The studies show that people that make money, even just a little bit of money off their Plexus order, or because they referred a friend or they referred 3 friends, are way more likely to be ordering next year at this time, right? Which is our goal. And to me, it's a no-brainer. Everybody needs to be referring 3 friends so that they get that initial fast start bonus and they have a couple of friends to do it with, or they have the accountability, they have the fun and the camaraderie of that, and everybody gets healthy together. It's a win-win, right? So one thing that I realized a couple of years ago is that I was just willy-nilly, okay? I was already diamond, right? So I had experience helping people get started, helping people, coaching them on their products and helping them start to share things like that. But I just felt like squirrel brained. And so what I realized, this was at the beginning of a year, I decided that I was going to have for lack of a better word, system. Now, don't get scared by that word. It just means having pre-decided what you're going to do. So when someone new starts, what are you going to do? Do you know what is your system? What is your little checklist that you go through when someone gets started? Okay, so you can take ideas from what I'm going to share with you, or if you have something that's totally working for you, maybe you'll just take a little tiny hint or tip here and there. But I would just encourage you, if you're feeling like I was a couple of years ago, just jot down on a piece of paper what you're going to do every single time. And sometimes it's as simple as having a little welcome text already in the notes in your phone. So you're literally just copy and pasting. I know it sounds elementary, but you don't have to write a new text every single time someone gets started. You can just be like, oh, I'm just going to edit the name, some of the information, and then boom, boom, copy paste to that new person. Okay. So that was just revolutionary for me in my business a couple of years ago. And so that tip helps you. Fabulous. Okay, so one of the things that I do is I send a welcome text as soon as someone starts, okay? And I would be happy to share my verbiage if that helps you guys or take some of the thinking space out of it. I'm always appreciative of people that share their verbiage with me. Obviously, always, tweak it to make it your own. So we also have a little, I don't know if you guys use Project Broadcast, but if you have a larger team or you just have a big level 1 customer base, that's maybe something to consider or to think about in the future, that you don't always have to just be sending individual messages all the time to every single level 1, right? So every month we have a little sprinkle system that we send to level 1s with just little tips. We have a little message about drinking their water, another message about detox, another message about their subscription and the perk credits. Okay, so I just feel like that has helped release my brain space of always having to remember, oh, did I send someone, this message or that message? So it's just a texting app that has really helped me leverage some of those customer care messages to make sure that people are getting plugged in and have the information that they need. So that's one little idea. Another thing is mix up the way that you contact people. Maybe your first message will be that little welcome text, and then you'll follow up with a little voice message and say, hey, I was just checking to see if you got your products, voice message and sprinkle written texts. I also have a couple of messages that I try to send their first week while they're waiting on their products, just to help them plug into more information. So I have a little video that I send by Brooke Hemingway on getting started on the products. I also have another video that I send by Jessica Hugendorn, and those are great. They're just little tidbits of information that add value, that help them get excited about what they're getting ready to start. Okay. So I try to have a couple touch points in their first week and just sprinkle encouragements in. And then after that, I try to check in weekly. So if you're someone that just thrives off of a checklist or some sort of system, maybe pick the whole follow-up Friday idea. So on Fridays, that's what I'm going to do for my business today, right? Or you can pick whatever system works for you. I will make a plug for Emily Gibson's How to Follow Up in the First 30 Days. It's an oldie but a goodie. So I guarantee you, your team page probably has that video and the content. If not, go to YouTube and search it and you'll find it. And she literally gives you every message to send each week for the first 4 weeks. It's awesome. And she actually helps address objections or issues that people might have before they even bring them up. Right. So that's really, really great. And one of the things that I have found helpful is to initiate with people, not to wait until they message me with either a problem or a question, but to be proactive in messaging them first. One, so I'm providing the good customer care, and also so they feel open to share with me whatever's going on, right? I want to hear the good, bad, and ugly. And that's not uncomfortable to me, because that's what we do. We help people, if they need something tweaked with their BioCleanse or ProBio 5 or whatever, or even just to hear your own experience, when you first started. Okay. So the next thing I want to just share really quick is I personally, that whole little system has really helped release me from the pressure of feeling like I have to help make sure everybody has amazing results. Everybody stays 100% consistent and nobody ever quits. Because in this business, not 100% of people stay consistent. Not 100% of people decide to continue with their products. But I personally feel if I have done my checklist of things and I have followed up and I have checked in and I've sent the little voice clips and some helpful videos and I've plugged them into community, I have done my job. And so there is no shame, there's no guilt about someone turning off their subscription or needing to bump it out or deciding that now is not a good time for them to continue with their products. Okay. So I just want to help you guys realize that you don't have to have shame, guilt, drama around XYZ people in your customer base, right? Some people, they just don't stick with it. Some of them quit too soon. Like, that's just kind of par for the course. So maybe me telling you that will help you take the drama out of it and take the emotion, like the, oh my word, you're really excited when they're having great results. And then you're depressed when they're messaging you saying, here's what I'm doing with this week. Right. So just to have a emotional consistency, whether people are, whether a ton of people are starting or a ton of people are quitting or whatever is happening, right? Just to be so grateful for the opportunity to love and serve people and meet needs for them. Okay. Also, remember, when you have provided good customer care, they will be back. They will come back to you. And also, just in general, people start and restart all the time. Some people start and restart multiple times. So just have that head knowledge that it's part of the course. It's totally normal. There doesn't need to be any shame, drama, anything around it. But we welcome people back with open arms to restart all the time. And that's why we always want to provide good follow-up with a heart of love and service for them. Okay, so let's talk about, actually really quick, before we talk about homework, I will say a couple of things that have really helped me is get things on paper, okay? This is how my brain works. You work with how your brain works. Maybe it's notes in your phone, maybe it's some sort of spreadsheet. I just put people on my calendar or in my planner. Okay, I have lists from different months, right? So that I know who I need to be chatting with. I also have a spreadsheet of all my level ones, all my customers, so that when I need to, look back and follow up, 6 months, or a year, I have those names and I can quickly message those people. Okay, so having a list outside of your virtual office is massively helpful. Highly recommend it. That way you don't have to try to always remember and keep it in your brain. Brain in a binder is amazing. Okay, so The next thing that I also do, and I'm just going to share really quickly, some of you already do this, maybe some of you haven't even thought of doing it, handwritten notes. It's a lost art. Do a simple little thank you note, thanking them for being your customer and you're so excited for them to get started. Whether it's someone that has just been consistently ordering for the last 6 months or 5 years, whatever it is, or someone that just started, send a little welcome note or send them a little thank you note, maybe with a stick of something that they haven't tried yet. That's always super fun. And then some of you do little postcards. Okay. We have a little family picture, a large family picture with a little thank you for ordering and kind of a cheering you on message. So these are just some quick tips. Keep it super simple. And I'm going to give you guys a couple things for homework, okay? Because homework's always fun. So these are going to be the boots on the ground. After you listen to the things in this little video that I've chatted about, now it's time to take action. Because if it's only head knowledge and not actually acted on, was it effective? So this is the important part. Okay, so number one is decide on your system. What is your system? Get a sheet of paper out and just write down what you want to do when someone joins. Okay, and maybe figure out what your little welcome text is going to look like. Okay, the next thing is you're going to go follow up with your people that have joined you in the last week, in the last month, in the last 6 months, okay, whatever that looks like for you. Make it doable, set a little plans, make a little schedule for yourself, and just go do it. And then the last thing I want to challenge you with is go get some cards from Walmart. It's super fun. And send out some handwritten cards this week, because I promise you, your customers will feel loved and blessed because you are helping them with Plexus. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope it was helpful. Looking forward to chatting with you more soon. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.